right, hello wine drinking people. Time for more of what I've had to drink yesterday. Our friends from Hall Winery in to see us with their Walt label, and they've redesigned this and made it a little easier to understand the classifications. They've color-coded it. We like to see that. Color coding helps us people in the wine business that drink for a living, not make mistakes when we're billing out people's wines. We started out with some of the new stuff from Willamette Valley, the Shea Vineyard from Walt, and they've been working with this vineyard since 2010. This famous Yamhill Carlton vineyard has 19 different producers making wines from it, from the Pomard and Dijon clone. This one's got a lovely red berry fruit, and showing the warm nature of this 2012 vintage, definitely, and some nice brown spice, pretty floral notes, a minty kind of green note coming out as this wine opens up. Very smooth and velvety on the tongue with light red berry fruit, that green mint and spice from the nose lasting through the finish. Very good. At $69.75. Hoo-ah. All right, the Walt Gaps Crown at $79.50. This wine excellent in the Petaluma Wind Gap, where the vineyard is located. Good amount of brown spice and really lush and elegant style of Pinot Noir here. There's 19 producers in the Gaps Crown also. Well, Costa Brown uses 50% of this fruit, and the best blocks go to them. And to Three Sticks, this wine's showing a nice raspberry and wild strawberry fruit, brown spices, some light smoky and new leather notes coming out as this wine opens. Good amount of ripe berry fruit on the tongue with that brown spice and those other notes lasting through the finish. Excellent juice. Maybe a little bit pricey. All right, the Clos Pepe from the Santa Rita Hills. This is a famous vineyard from Southern California. Santa Rita Hills being one of my favorite areas for Pinot Noir. And they have a distinct minerality to this wine. And Siduri, I think, is the only one that'll be making Clos Pepe going forward. They own the rights to this vineyard now. This got that textbook minerality on the nose these old seabed soils give you. A blend of 3 clones, adding different levels to the wine. Smoky, meaty notes coming out as this wine opens. A big Pinot Noir, and lots of that minerality on the finish. Some tannins coming through at the end. Excellent juice at $84. All right, the Walt Pinot Noir Anderson Valley taking a step down here in price. But still excellent in quality. This one's got a pretty nose of fresh flowers, black raspberry fruit, hints of exotic spices. They toast the stems and then add them back in to give the wine a little spice. This is a unique technique. I don't know anyone else that does that. It gives it a little texture and mouthfeel as well. This wine's got lovely bright black raspberry fruit, a nice hand of floral nuts, spice notes lasting through the finish. Excellent juice at $42.75, as is the Sonoma County wine. I think the Appellation Series, the real value in this Walt line now, half the price of their single vineyard wines. This is the first vineyard that Bob's ranches 72 acres, 52 of which are planted to Pinot Noir with 19 clones, has become the base of this wine right in the middle of the Sonoma Coast appellation, which is a huge appellation. So this guy's got bright red berry fruit here, notes of dried flowers, exotic spices, cola, a nice amount of that brown spice coming through on the finish there, smooth silky tannins. These 2014s drinking nicely already. And then the Las Brisas, Sonoma County, which this wine's got a good amount of rich ripe tree fruit. This is the Chardonnay from Las Brisas, toasty oak spice, peach, creme caramel, really rich and well endowed on the tongue, that lovely creamy texture. And it's big Chardonnay. It's got a nice freshness, some vanilla and cinnamon spice through the finish. Excellent juice, and that is what we had to drink from Walt Vineyards. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying, remember, always drink the good stuff first.